create new. So here you have to create a sensor, so you can specify the application. So let's say Google. So there are nested applications into the Google, right? Google Chat, Google Doc. Yeah, right? Google Doc. So you just need to say either reset or either block. You just say OK. And same thing, either you can put it on the multiple profiles. Let's say I will just try to put it on this Parinet profile. There is application filter looking for Google. So that way we can able to cover. Which one?
The proxy stuff.
Okay, so you want to know like people who is using the proxy. So the first thing, typically you can check person who is using proxy. Obviously, the source session will be very high. So once you are able to see why this user has like similar to client protection, which Shakil has discussed. So it's a behavior based. So you will not able to find like why this user is sending a lot of data from my network. Okay, so that's the one thing you can able to do. But as it creates a tunnel from this machine to the proxy servers, so you will not able to identify the exact IP address. But if you enable the client reputation and other next generation firewall feature, at least you can able to control the number of sessions. And then you can, because you can see the user IP address details on the login reporting, and then you can just try to find it, why the session is used from this machine.
And if not just the applications what is running on that particular point.
Which one?
And we are talking about the session going high, so that I can get an understanding that something the user is trying to do. And list out what are the applications that it's running.
Yeah, so that's what. So you can get it in here itself, like let's say so matching sessions. So this is about the guest. This user. Especially like you have already blocked few sites, still user are using it. So those things, then you can go and check with the user that we have already blocked it, but how you are able to use it. So that way you can do it. Or else you can use endpoint control feature, where we support application control at our particular client itself.
Make alert configurations.
Which one?
The alerting system is there.
Yeah, that's also client protection. Nothing but it can give you the alert. The like this user, the threshold value is this much, but it's using beyond that. So that alert you will get it. So based on that, you can take action. Whether you have to block it, or you have to allow it, or you have to just say
So all
monitor.
these pieces what you're talking is in the next generation.
It's all next generation
How
firewall.
about the current FortiGate what we have? So whatever the versions we have, right?
Yeah,
So you spoke about the proxy.
yeah.
So when I run a proxy, I can bypass the firewall and I can get access to the internet. So
Yeah.
the current FortiGates whatever we are having, other than next generation, so it will allow me.
Yeah, the feature is already there from 4.0 MR3 patch onwards, MR3, MR2. And if you want to use like something device-based like BYOD, which like Shakil has already offered BYOD. So there is a couple of features like we can identify the devices here. So if you just go to device definition, there are this much of device we are able to identify. So let's say tomorrow if you are planning to do MAC binding or device-based, like you see, you can able to do let's say iPod, Android, BlackBerry, those mobile devices on the Windows machine. This is my machine. If you want to have a control of this machine itself, so there is something called policy. So it's a new feature again in the 5.0, device identity. So just say create new, you need to put the device here. So it will ask you to add to the device. So you can add the device particular to this policy. So that policy will be applicable only for the device. But these are the part of the 5.0 features. So 5.0 feature like device-based identity. But this application controller you can use if you are running the 4.0 MRP patch. Yeah.
Console can be used to an application instead of a browser.
Right?
No, presently we are using the browser. The console which we are using.
Okay.
Whether it can be used on an application like a checkpoint. Because what happens in a browser base, it might not work properly in a Chrome.
You are saying like this the console which
Yeah.
CLI we are getting.
Correct.
Yeah.
No, not this console. Totally to logging to the FortiGate.
Oh, this is the central dashboard, is it?
Yeah.
Talking about the dashboard, okay?
Correct.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because in Chrome, no, some features it might not show properly because we are facing that issue. If you are open through Mozilla Firefox, it comes.
So you want like some third party?
No, not third party. Like a
Compatibility with IE.
compatibility. Whatever the browsers you have, compatibility should not be there. It should have. It doesn't work in Chrome. Kind of features is not enabled. Kind of features. The question is like application is tested in all the browsers.
Okay.
And is it feasible? What it's showing in my Mozilla, it should show in IE also, even
Chrome also.
So I have connected to Mozilla. But you have faced this issue?
Yeah. Yes.
The application can be like in checkpoint. We'll install the application. How for the 40 client, we will install the application and then we'll configure. So like that for this accessing the console, whether we can develop FortiGate can develop the application. No 40 client. No, to access the FortiGate, we don't. We are using through browsers only. Firewall we are using through browser only. So what I am asking whether like a checkpoint application if it is there or because here it's I think depend upon the browser. We facing this issue sometimes. It will work in Mozilla Firefox properly, but
which OS we are running there?
it's on XP or any OS.
No. I am asking 40 OS.
4.0. FortiGate 300C.
300. That device 300. So running with the 4.0.
Yeah, 300C.
No, but I have not seen this check.
Okay, you can check in Chrome as well as even
Yeah, because I am checking in IE, so I am getting the same option. Mozilla also is the same.
because sometimes what happened in UTM, if you in this one UTM, if you enable and disable the policy, no, that time it will which are the policies AB or other policies enabled web filter, that will go off automatically. And if you open, then once again if you open Chrome, will not be visible. That policy UTM profiles, it will not be visible.
So I think 24/7 engineering can help you on this.
For the particular thing, each and every firmware has a release. You check on the release note, it tells you which particular version of the Chrome or Mozilla supports. If it is an MRP, for MRP there is a Mozilla version. So day by day, Fortinet releases new firmware. So old Mozilla version doesn't support new versions of Fortinet. So as the Fortinet also upgrades its version, you should upgrade the Mozilla Chrome, whatever it is.
Instead of depending on the browser,
Yeah. Yes, yeah. So that is a good income. Yeah, that's a good feedback. So might be we can put into Fortinet people.
So we have enabled this guest profile. Now if you see the time has been reduced to 45 minutes. So it will
No,
be
we checked
applicable
only it's a browser in this one. in a Chrome, and in Chrome sometimes it may not work properly, and in Mozilla Firefox it will work fine. So that's the reason what just my feedback to the Fortinet is that whether they can develop the application instead of depending on the browser. How you in a checkpoint, for the accessing the checkpoint, we will have the application. So you can log in directly with their checkpoint application only, instead of depending on the browser.
It's actually a good one, but the thing is, if you look at how many management administrators will be there, I mean, overall, if you look at the problem, right, maybe 1 or 2 administrators who will be managing the firewall, right? Okay, anyway, it's a good input. Yeah, it is a good input. But if you look at it, that's not actually a limitation. Like one or two administrators only will be there, where you can install the latest one, and then whatever the supported browser, and then you can start managing the firewall. But if you look at the other way, it is a protection, so that other people will not be able to manage the firewall. It's advantage of that. So other people, if they have the browser which doesn't support the Fortinet, so they will not be able to manage it properly. If they have got the credentials to log in, it's kind of restriction.
The disadvantage is one administrator, if he is having handling more than 10-15 boxes across locations, he can't manage all the boxes. The IE or whatever browsers will be helpful for to access boxes and all. If his application I can't install all my locations in one single system. When if I move to other location also, I can't access these locations. That is the disadvantage, main disadvantage.
That's an input. Definitely. Any other questions?
I just have one request. We have a small case study presentation and then we have an open house. So I would request quickly if you can finish the case study presentation for 10 minutes and then we'll leave the forum open for all questions and all techies can be in front of you and answering it, if you don't mind.
Thank you, Mr. Shakil and Mr. Nishant. That was very enlightening and refreshing. Moving on. We believe in emphasizing the innate curiosity, ability, and quest of the mind to evolve and grow, where proof is a second nature next to inquisitiveness. It's as simple as what we see is what we believe. So let us look into a case study now.